I think it is surprising for some that we are looking forward to the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view as much as we are, because honestly, I don't think I've ever looked forward to a February pay-per-view this much in all the time that Elimination Chamber or No Way Out were the buffer between Royal Rumble and WrestleMania, as this pay-per-view is 90% of the time an afterthought, leaving fans just to sit there and wonder why WWE even wastes our time and just doesn't give us WrestleMania in March and makes us wait till April and savor the time. But the fact of the matter is, we got a lot of action to get to tonight for the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view, including the third match in the series between Bobby Lashley and Brock Lesnar, which is something that I'm sure a lot of fans expected they were going to see at WrestleMania, and not at Elimination Chamber, but with what happened on SmackDown and the challenge from Bray Wyatt to the winner of Brock Lesnar versus Bobby Lashley. It is clear the reason why this match is happening at Elimination Chamber is because the winner faces Bray at WrestleMania. And I spoke about this in the news video, that I do believe that Brock would be the one to win, because Brock would be able to then put over Bray Wyatt and not lose much from putting over Bray Wyatt. But I think Lashley putting over Bray, especially with the invention or the return of the Hurt Business, I mean, honestly, if you think about it, if the Hurt Business is coming back, then and Lashley is hesitant to bring back the Hurt Business and agree to bring back the Hurt Business, then a loss tonight should give him that motivation to want to bring back the Hurt Business, to give him a little bit of an insurance policy when it comes to his matches, that if he had the insurance, he may have beaten Brock Lesnar. But also, if he beats Brock Lesnar and then loses to Bray at WrestleMania, then that kind of defeats the purpose of him beating Brock Lesnar, in my opinion, because you'd basically then be using the momentum that Lashley got from beating Brock to give it to Bray, even though it makes sense 100%. Unless you know where you're going with Bray, then, in my opinion, does Bray need all that momentum? Because then why give the momentum to Bray and not keep it on Lashley? And plus, Brock Lesnar, he can lose to Bray and not really have it affect him. It would affect Lashley. Especially if the plan is to bring back the Hurt Business. I think there's more to Brock winning and then using that as a reason for Lashley to bring back the Hurt Business than the reverse. But that's enough about Lashley versus Lesnar. Edge and Beth Phoenix will continue their feud with the Judgment Day, as a mixed tag team match takes place tonight with Rhea Ripley and Finn Balor against Edge and Beth Phoenix. This goes back to Beth and Rhea, with Rhea delivering a concerto during the I Quit match to Beth Phoenix last year, and that made both Beth and Edge disappear. But Beth returned at the Royal Rumble, as did Edge, and the rivalry continued. But this should pave the way for a WrestleMania match, and I think Edge and Beth win tonight, and the Judgment Day get the victory at WrestleMania in the payoff for this long-standing rivalry that should end in April at the Showcase of the Immortals. Now we switch over to the first Elimination Chamber. The winner will challenge Bianca Belair at WrestleMania for the Raw Women's Championship, as Raquel Rodriguez, Nikki Cross, Liv Morgan, Asuka, Natalya, and Carmella compete for the opportunity to become number one contender for Bianca Belair. And with Rhea Ripley being the number one contender for Charlotte, you have people from Raw and SmackDown actually competing for a shot at Bianca Belair. But again, as I mentioned, Rhea Ripley and Judgment Day are on Raw. So if Rhea Ripley beats Charlotte, like most people think she will, what does that mean for Rhea in the Judgment Day? And what does that mean for the Judgment Day is the Judgment Day, or are the Judgment Day going to move to SmackDown? Are they going to change the championships again? Like, are they going to change where the Raw and SmackDown champions are? In my opinion, I think WWE has enough capable winners in this match that they could go a variety of ways. Raquel Gonzalez, Liv Morgan, Asuka. They can go a variety of ways in this one because of who they have in the match. Heck, I could see even Nikki Cross winning. But I think as far as momentum is concerned, I think that it's more likely to be Raquel Rodriguez or Liv Morgan, because I think those two have the most momentum going into the Elimination Chamber tonight. But also this leaves the question, where does this leave folks like the Damage Control and Becky Lynch at WrestleMania? There was a rumor of a six-woman tag team match taking place tonight at the Elimination Chamber that will likely move to WrestleMania after Dakota Kai was injured, and her injury kept him out of the Elimination Chamber. Or kept him out of competing. They didn't necessarily kept competing on the show, not necessarily being in the match. But we move to for the first time ever, the Elimination Chamber will house the United States Championship as Austin Theory defends his United States Championship against Seth Rollins, Johnny Gargano, Bronson Reed, Damian Priest, and Montez Ford. And there have been rumors that Austin Theory could win, but with the fact that Theory will be challenging, also it being rumored that Theory will be challenging John Cena at WrestleMania, I think WWE may have more to gain from having the United States Champion separate and not having the title on Theory, but at the same time having the title on Theory and having him challenge John Cena. It would gain more for Theory, win, lose, or draw, and it would also up the prestige for the United States title, having the champion in a marquee match against a future Hall of Famer. But if Theory doesn't win, then I could see Bronson Reed or Johnny Gargano getting the victory, as both of them could use some momentum as they are still fresh in the minds of the fans since they returned, and either one of them getting the win in the Elimination Chamber would give them some much deserved momentum and much needed momentum for having a championship title match at WrestleMania. And now we move to the final match. The Undisputed Universal Championship is on the line. Roman Reigns against Sami Zayn in Montreal, Sami Zayn's hometown. I reported in a previous news video, I believe yesterday, where I said that the original plans for Elimination Chamber had been changed, and the original plans were for Jey Uso to return and cost Sami the title, opening the door for Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens versus Jimmy and Jay for the tag belts at WrestleMania. But because of how much of a needle mover Sami has been on SmackDown, plans changed. Does this mean that WWE is going with Sami Zayn winning the Universal Championship and being the first person to defeat Roman Reigns since he returned to the company almost 3 years ago? I don't know. I honestly don't know. I honestly don't know if Sami Zayn will be the one to defeat Roman Reigns for the Universal Championship, for the Undisputed Universal Championship. Roman Reigns has held the Universal Championship for over 800 days. And he adds, in soon enough time, Roman Reigns, around WrestleMania time, he will be WWE Champion, undisputed WWE Universal Champion for over a year at WrestleMania, holding both championships. But the fact of the matter is, I don't know if WWE is going to go with Roman Reigns losing to Sami Zayn and then going with Sami against Cody at WrestleMania. Because if the original plans are not going to be where Jay screws Sami, setting up a tag match at WrestleMania, then what are the plans? I do believe I'm going to go with my gut and say Roman beats Sami tonight in Montreal. There won't be magic in Montreal. And I still believe that the plan is, in some form or fashion, Sami against Jay at WrestleMania. So that's what I'm going with, and that's what I'm sticking with. Roman retains the Undisputed Universal Championship tonight against Sami Zayn. With that being said, let me know down in the comment section below what you think is going to happen. What you think is going to happen tonight at the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view. And if you think Sami Zayn has a chance against Roman Reigns tonight, let me know down in the comment section below. But we got one more preview to go, and that is Battle in the Valley in San Jose for New Japan Pro Wrestling. So with that being said, I will see you in the next video.